Okay. Hey guys. So I am making this video because if anything ever happens to me, I need you all to know who the person is that caused it. Okay. The father of my two oldest kids is the reason for anything happening to me. If I come up in the hospital, if somebody comes to my house, beats me up, stabs me, shoots me, anything like that, it is the father of my kids, of my two oldest kids, Michaela and Peyton's father, that did it. People that know me, y'all know who that person is. Okay. Last name Jones. All right. So I'm putting all of this shit out here because now I don't give no fuck at all. I don't care. And I'm finna start just putting stuff out. So here we go. I need a paper trail. I've already filed what I needed to today. This has all began back in like 2017 when this man wanted a divorce. He was talking to his homeboy in 2017. He wanted a divorce. All right. We are divorced. We're separated. We're divorced. Because what this man will do, he will play victim and call me a hoe because I have 3 kids and stuff like that. But then play victim like he's just innocent. Okay. So let me see. Let me go back to that one and said, hold on. Let me find it. Okay, so here we go. This was about Sunday, January 15th of 2017. He was talking to his homeboy. Okay. I took pictures, yes, screenshots. And basically he was saying, man, all bad. Told her I wanted a divorce last night. She ain't on the same shit I'm on, yo. I'm trying to make shit happen with my life. She just sitting still like it's going to come to us in hand. So this was back in 2017 when this all started. He felt like I was a piece of shit. Okay. So few years pass, he ends up meeting somebody. Y'all know who he's with. I don't have to say the name. Y'all know who the woman who he's with. Okay. He ends up meeting this girl who she was cheating with her husband at the time with him. Anyways, they get together. Okay. So then in January 11th of 2024, he finally files for divorce. Okay. So we have been separated for years at this time. By this time, he's moved his way. I've moved mine. I've moved on. As you all know, I had a daughter, okay, by my second baby dad. I have a daughter, so a 3-year-old at this time. She'll be 3 in January. So I have a daughter now. So, of course, he got upset because I had a child. This was on Facebook that he got upset talking shit, okay? So anyways, he filed for divorce January 11th of 2024. This was what, last year? Was this 2020? Yeah, last year. Last year. He filed for divorce. This man tried to take my kids. Okay, he wanted full custody of my kids. After being gone, he in 2017, he had moved out by 2018 and dipped the fuck out. Okay, got upset because I was trying to put him on child support and stuff like that and all kind of stuff. Okay, moved out, moved on, ended up meeting somebody. I met somebody. All right. So in January of 2024, January the 11th, he did file for divorce. Now, and I'm going to read this to you. It says, Blank Jones versus me, Leslie Jones. Okay. And this was, I had to sign this. I met the person up at Arby's and I signed this. And basically he filed it on that the defendant is guilty of inappropriate marital conduct is what he filed it. He filed it against me, saying that the plaintiff states that irreconcilable differences have arisen between the parties and the marriage is beyond repair. Okay, at this point, he ain't lying. He was. But he made it seem as though the reason why we're divorcing is because I cheated and had a baby. That's how he put it. Okay, that's when my attorney came to me and let me know how it was filed. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, so let's get to the parenting plan. All right. So the parenting, oh, and this is proof that my youngest daughter is not his. No, she's not his. I would never have another child by this man. All right. So my daughter's not his. Okay. So at this time, we were not supposed to be bad mouthing, talking bad about each other, anything like that under legal law. Okay. We weren't supposed to do that. At this time, I was dealing with so many complications with my kids. My kids finally are like coming around. My kids ended up in counseling because my kids were being told certain things. And I have a video of my son even saying it like, Daddy told me that younger kid is not my sibling. That's not my sister. Da da da. So he was being hateful to her. He was like pushing her down. I call him pushing her down and trying to like trip her and stuff, because he had this hate towards her. Okay. And if you ask him, he calls me a hoe because I have 3 kids. Okay, that's basically what he calls me. You're a hoe because you got 3 kids. Me and my woman been together all these years, but me and her daddy have been dealing with each other for all these years. We're not married. We're not married because God forbid I don't ever want to get married again because of what I've went through. We're not married, but he looks down on me because I have another kid. Okay, and he looks at me as a hoe. Okay, whatever. I don't care. But here we go. This is where, and again, I'm doing this because I need documentation, y'all. If I ever come up missing, or if anything ever happens to me, I did not go away on my own. I did not. I did not and will not go away on my own. I would never, never in this lifetime ever abandon my kids. Do you hear me? And I need y'all to know that. So let's go to where he filed for the children. All right. So the proposed parenting plan is saying here, so you can see, residential parenting schedule. That's what it says at the top. And it says the parenting plan must designate the parent with whom the child is scheduled to reside. A majority of the time is the primary residential parent of the children. The designation shall not affect either parent's rights and responsibilities under the parenting plan. He put the primary residential parent is the father. Mind you, my kids have been living with me all their life. All their life. And he's been in and out whenever he feels like it, okay? He was in and out whenever he damn well pleased, okay? Because he wanted to do what he wanted to. And people knew that. Everybody knew that. Under the schedule set forth below, each parent will spend the following number of days with the children. Mother, 85 days out of the year. Father, 280 days out of the year. The father shall have responsibility for the care of the child or children except at the following times when the other parent shall have responsibilities: from Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. until Sunday at 6 o'clock p.m. every other weekend. That's here. Okay. Right here. So he wanted to take the kids from me full time, give them to him and his new fiance, and make me have my kids every other weekend, is how he wanted it. This is how this all began. I wasn't going, okay? And in this paper, you will see at the beginning it says, you are hereby summoned and required to file with this court an answer to the complaint which is herewith served upon you within 30 days after service of this summons, and complaint upon you exclusive of the day of service. So basically, this is saying that if you're going through a divorce and somebody serves you with divorce papers, if you do not file a complaint back, whatever is in this documentation is what you have to abide by, because it will be set in stone. So if it wasn't for my mother and my father helping me get an attorney, this man would have took full custody of my kids and I would have lost my children. Down to 85 days out of the year, going from having them almost 365 out of the year to having them to 85 days out of the year. This is where this all begins, okay? This is where this all begins. Now, this is part 1 because there's a lot more to this and I got more videos coming, okay? So y'all stay tuned because they're coming up and I will be getting all of this out today, because if anything happens to me, I need you all to know I did not leave voluntarily and disappear on my kids. I did not hurt myself. I am not depressed. I am not suicidal. I am none of that. If anything happens to me, I did not do it to myself. That man, my 2 oldest kids, father, did that to me. He's the one that came for me. He's the one that sent someone to hurt me, to do anything like that, okay? So, go to part 2.